And we're back. We just got back yesterday from our Walt Disney World trip for March and April of 2024. Did a little bit of All-Star Music, a little bit of Old Key West, and a little bit of Animal Kingdom. And we drove this trip, so we did have access to a lot of space, and that means a lot of merch. So why don't we get started?
All right, I think we're gonna start with our Buc-ee's merchandise.
Definitely a must-do when we drive.
Yeah, so we can't go to Buc-ee's without getting some of their beaver nuggets. So we got some of these. We might have gotten into them last night.
We got multiple bags.
Yeah.
And if you know, you know.
Yeah, they're delicious.
So yeah.
So they're like $4.99, something like that, around that price per bag.
Well worth it. So we got multiple bags to tide us over until the next time we get into a Buc-ee's. So we got the beaver nuggets, and I also got a shirt. Saw this on the mannequin when we went in, so it must mean it's a newer shirt. But it is a Buc-ee's US Tour 2023. Actually, it says 1982 to 2023. So I guess that's when the company was started in 1982. It has a list of all the locations in the US on the back. The shirt was $17.98. I like the shirt because it's kind of like a play on like a concert shirt. Yeah, like a tour. So that was the extent of our Buc-ee's merch. I mean, we got plenty of food, plenty of gas and stuff like that. But as far as the merch goes, just went out with one shirt this time. Definitely have a lot of other things that we've purchased from Buc-ee's on previous trips.
Yeah, it is cool though. Like every time you go, like we saw an Easter shirt this time. You know, they always have Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
So it is cool. They had the New Year's, merchandise. I got a New Year's shirt last time.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, yeah, we saw that too. So it's just fun to see the different shirts and what they're doing.
Yeah, great place.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't we get into the Walt Disney World stuff? Yeah. Where do we even begin?
I'm not sure, but we picked this up when we were in Epcot. We were a little disappointed this time around with the selection or the lack of selection of popcorn buckets that they had there at Disney.
All the popcorn buckets get dropped at Disneyland first, and we kept seeing all the announcements like, oh, this one's now available at Disneyland, this one's now available at Disneyland, nothing for Disney World. We were really hoping on finding some Easter specific things, and we know that there was a Donald Duck sipper.
Yep.
We looked for it, but just Disneyland right now. And of course Easter's over now, so I don't think they're going to bring it to Magic Kingdom now.
Right.
So maybe next time.
Yeah.
But
Mike stumbled upon this, so we were really excited we had to get it. For those of you who might have seen or attended the Festival of the Arts, we were able to get the Figment Imagination Pavilion popcorn bucket. It's so cool. It lights up. I don't know. Yeah, you can see that. And it'll flash different colored lights. I think you can have it just steady on a color. So it's really cool. Figment's in there, and it's literally the shape of the Imagination Pavilion.
Yeah, I actually held it up in front and lined it up perfectly with the pyramids of the Imagination Pavilion. So to a T, it matches. It's kind of funny that we got the Festival of the Arts popcorn bucket at the Flower and Garden Festival.
Yeah.
But hey, we got it.
Yeah.
They must have an inventory that they're trying to release. It was $30. So we got it.
Yeah, and we actually didn't even get popcorn with it.
Yeah. Yeah, we said, they're like, can you, do you want us to put the popcorn in it? And they're like, can you do it on the side? And they're like, no. And we're like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's a collector's item.
Speaking of Figment, when we were in Epcot, we rode his ride, and then we did, like at the end of the ride, you can go into the Imagination Pavilion and meet him. So we did that again.
Yeah.
And Mike got something special from Figment.
Yeah.
His signature.
Signature card, an autograph card.
Yeah.
I was wearing his shirt. He really liked it. I showed him the little keychain plush.
Yep.
He really liked that. So this is cool. Do not have one of these. And then when we made it into the gift shop further down, as you exit the Imagination Pavilion, picked up a Figment magnet.
Yes, it says one little spark lights up for you. Do you remember how much this was?
I think it was like $11.99. It was red. That's the...
Also, when we were in Epcot, and we showed this in the vlog, but we completed the garden graze as part of the Flower and Garden Festival. And when you complete the garden graze, you get a like completer treat, they call it. So we wound up getting this completer treat. Well, this is the cup, and inside was like a lime Dole Whip, and it says garden graze, and then on the front it does say Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival.
And we didn't pay anything additional to do the garden graze.
No.
You just bought the items that were on the list, and then you got this, and it was a key lime, or a lime, probably key lime Dole Whip.
Dole Whip.
In here. Really good.
At one point during our trip, we made the trek over to the Polynesian. We always like to stop at the Polynesian on our trips for the views, the smells. It's just our favorite resort, so we always have to stop there. So at the Polynesian, we specifically went over to the Polynesian to go to Trader Sam's because they had a 4th edition Tiki Mug, and we have editions 1 through 3. And it's the Tiki Mug for the Hippopotami Mai Tai, and this is the 4th edition at Trader Sam's Grog Grotto. So I wanted to make sure we stopped there to pick it up. I think it came out in the fall of 2023, and we were actually there in December, but for some reason it slipped past me. I didn't know this was there, so I wanted to make sure we got this to complete and continue our collection. And also, while we were at the Polynesian, I had been in search of a Disney Vacation Club Loungefly. I actually saw it on the first day that we checked into Old Key West, and they had them there. They had like 4 of them, and I was like, I'll just come back and get it. So the next day we go back, gone.
Biggest mistake.
All of them gone, and I was disappointed, but... And
you should know from that Figment merch drop, the Figment Loungefly, you got it, and then it was gone.
Yeah. They have a lot of them now though. But I was disappointed, but I was like, you know what, if I don't see it somewhere else, it's not meant to be. So, but we went to the Polynesian, we went into the boutique, and they had 2 of the Loungefly. So I was able to purchase it, and it's a new Disney Vacation Club Loungefly. It has Mickey there in the middle. It says welcome home, and then it has the icons and lists all of the current Disney Vacation Club homes.
Very cool.
And this was $78.
$78. But added to Jill's collection.
And just to go with that, these I purchased at Old Key West. So after I got the Loungefly, Mike was like, you should have got the ears when you saw them because they have matching ears. And I was like, it's okay, I'll just go to Old Key West and get them. And they actually still had them, so I was lucky. And then I was able to purchase the matching ears to go with the Loungefly. So there's Mickey relaxing there on the front. Over here says Disney Vacation Club member, and then it has all the icons again, just matching the bag, and then same thing on the back with some hidden Mickeys. And these ears were $44.99.
And just a reminder, annual pass discount on everything, so 20% off.
20% off, right.
Most of the things, like not the Tiki Mug.
Correct.
Or food and beverage type things, but in the popcorn bucket, but general merchandise, 20% off.
Yep. So with being Disney Vacation Club members, they do sometimes give out free gifts to members, and when we were at Old Key West, the DVC representative there who was standing at the kiosk, we started talking to him, and he was like, oh, did you get your latest gift? And we were like, oh no, what is it? And it's actually a photograph or a painting of Minnie and Mickey there at the Riviera, and I think Donald's on there and Daisy. So this is really cool. I think it's beautiful, and he suggested, he's like, oh, if you go to like any character dining, you can get it signed by them, which I thought was a great idea. you know, especially if you have little kids, it would be something cool to do. But I think we're just gonna frame it and hang it.
So we're entering the magnet game, I'm starting to realize, because we're starting to pick up some magnets. We got this Old Key West magnet, because we stayed at Old Key West. And I just thought it was cool because it is a lighthouse. It's labeled as red, so I'm sure that was $11.99. But I just thought it was a nice, simple, cool magnet, and really liked it, so we had to pick it up. It'll go well next to Figment on the fridge.
So we did purchase some pins throughout our trip. This one we got when we were staying at All Star Music.
Yeah.
And I actually picked it out. I'm a huge Beauty and the Beast fan. Those are some pins that I would like to start collecting, Beauty and the Beast. So I picked this one up. So this Beauty and the Beast pin has a lot of the characters on there. Chip and Dale, Lumiere, Cogsworth. It seems to be more of like an updated style, but I liked it because it had a lot of the different characters on there. And I think this is my first Beauty and the Beast pin. And this was $17.99.
It's a big pin. It's got the double backings on it. Yeah, good pin. And that night at All Star, we also picked up the Chef Mickey. So we're starting to collect some Chef Mickey items too. So Jill saw this one and grabbed it. I thought it was a good one. So we'll gladly add Chef Mickey to the collection. Silver, so I'm not sure. It's probably $11.99, but although red seems to be $11.99, I don't know. Any idea?
I'm not sure.
Whatever the silver pricing is on a pin. There you go.
We were there during Easter, and we were at Walt Disney World last Easter, and we were able to get a pin, and it said Easter 2023. So when we went this time, I wanted to make sure, or asked to see if they had one for this year, and they did. So this was the Easter 2024 pin for this year. It has Woody and Bo Peep on there. I do like how the background to like the paper is shaped like an egg, and it does say Happy Easter Walt Disney World 2024, and this was $19.99.
Nice. Yeah, like it. So we stayed at Jumbo House this time around, and we always like to try to get pins specific to the resorts. So we picked up this one. This one says Animal Kingdom Lodge, and it does say Jumbo, not Jumbo House, Jumbo, which we think is like the greeting. So we thought this would be great to add to the collection, again, because it has the name of the resort on it. Now, this one's yellow, so who knows? Who knows? We should probably write
the price.
Now we know. We should write the price. Yeah, because when you start looking through your receipts, you're like,
this could be anything.
Yeah.
And then the last pin that we got was from the Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot. This was the only one of this that we found, that we stumbled upon. I think you just came across it randomly.
Oh yeah, that's
Remember?
right. It was
it
the
was
last
just,
one.
hanging there.
And before I even knew what it was, I grabbed it because it was the last one.
Yeah.
And you know, the stores were busy, so if you try to circle back, it's probably going to be gone.
Right.
So.
And it, like I said, it's for the Flower and Garden Festival, and it's an orange bird pin. It's not like a pass holder exclusive pin or anything like that, but we believe it might have been the last of its kind.
And then after we bought it, they probably wheeled the shopping cart out and restocked them all.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I like to think I got the last one.
Orange bird is the mascot, unofficial mascot.
Unofficial, yeah.
Of the Flower and Garden Festival.
And it was $17.99.
Yeah.
So just to continue on, so with that orange bird pin that we got for Flower and Garden, I picked up 2 items as well. I also picked up the Epcot Flower and Garden Loungefly for this year. It does feature Orange Bird. The background is all like Orange Bird and Spaceship Earth. It does have him in like a little plant holder, and then he does like pop out. Hello.
It's got garden tools on there, and one of the items is a seed packet, And I forgot, we also got a packet of seeds.
Yes.
With the garden grays.
We did. I think they were like wildflowers.
Okay.
So I would like to plant those. But so I did purchase that, the Loungefly for this year, and it wound up being $88. And in addition to that, I purchased the Spirit jersey, one of the Spirit jerseys for the Flower and Garden Festival. So it's like a tie-dye green, and the front's pretty simple. It just has like an orange, but it looks like Spaceship Earth. And then on the back, it says the original Florida orange bird, and he's down there at the bottom in the planter again. And then the side does have a little bit with him on there, and hard to see. There we go. Him on it there and some oranges. So I picked that up, and this Spirit jersey for the festival. I'm not sure how much it was. I think it was like
$64.99.
Yeah, something like that. There's no price on the tag.
The back logo reminds me of Tropicana.
Yeah.
Like literally the green and the orange. Since we were at Old Key West, I'm now trying to collect resort specific shirts from resorts that we've stayed at. As you can see, I'm wearing a Polynesian one right now. But so they had like polos and pullovers, pretty expensive though. But I found this T-shirt that I really liked, and it has Old Key West on the briefcase right there, and on the back it has the Gargling Suitcase logo, which is kind of like a lounge that they have there next to Goods to Go. Like the color. And
yeah, I like the color a lot.
Yeah, I really like the logo. I really liked it, so had to get it. Last thing I need is any more T-shirts, but I keep seeming to find them.
They keep making their way here.
$34.99, but I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah. Oh, and it says Old Key West Resort on the back inside the suitcase as well. So another shirt to add to the wardrobe.
Good find.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure how many trips ago, but we've been slowly collecting some of those shoulder plushes. We try to get one each trip we go, just depending on what characters they have available. This trip we were able to pick up one I was hoping to find. I looked for them on our last trip, but couldn't find them. Since we stayed at Old Key West, we took the boat to Disney Springs and went to World of Disney, because we were actually watching someone else's vlog. They went to World of Disney and I saw it in the background. So I'm like, oh, maybe they'll have it when we go. And they did, and it's the Chip and Dale shoulder plush. So you get 2 for 1. I'm really into Chip and Dale. I love Chip and Dale. So I was so happy that they were there. And on one of our last days, we went back to World of Disney, just because we were back in Disney Springs, and all the Chip and Dale shoulder plushes were gone. Yeah. So I was so happy we were able to pick them up.
These are separate, right? Like you can have one on each shoulder?
Correct, yes.
Okay, so they're not...
Yeah. They're not together. You separate them.
Yeah.
And they each have their own magnets.
So you technically get 2.
Yeah, it's 2 for 1.
It was $39.99, and Jill's like, oh, it's $39.99. But I'm like, but there's 2.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's bad in Disney pricing. If you saw last trip, Jill got the 2 Chip and Dale keychains.
Yep.
And we have quite a collection of Chip and Dale plushes.
Plushes, yeah.
So
they will fit right in.
Yep.
So on our first day, we went to Animal Kingdom. And we were just looking around in one of the shops, and we came across Zazu. So he is a relatively new shoulder plush. I think the cast member said that he had come out like the week or 2 before, or maybe a couple weeks, but he's one of the newer ones. So this is Zazu from The Lion King. So he's really cute. He's got his long tail, and he's perfect.
We saw him in multiple locations. It's not like he was flying off the shelves.
Hard to find or anything.
I forget. I know the prices have gone up. I forget if he was $21.99 or if they're now $24.99.
I think he was $24.99.
Yeah. So there you go. I totally forgot about this shirt. I think this was the first day when we went to World of Disney on the Disney Springs day. We rode the boat over there. It's one of their newer shirts. It's so retro but modern at the same time. I love it. All the patches. I saw this and I said I have to have that shirt. It was $29.99, but it's well worth it. I just love it. It has, you know, all the, it even has, literally says Epcot Center. And it's the old castle paint scheme, not the new one with the rose gold. It has the monorail, Haunted Mansion, Hollywood Studios, and it's got, you know, the characters on there, even Chip and Dale are on the top there. But love this shirt, had to have it, so.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So I did wear these in the vlog, but they are a new set of ears that I purchased. They're relatively new at Walt Disney World, and they are Remy Ears. So there's Remy there, and Emile, and a cheese bow. And I just think it's so cute. It's so perfect. And these actually don't seem to be Loungefly ears, so these are just Walt Disney World ears. And we got these in the France Pavilion in Epcot.
Yeah, I think I saw them first.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jill, you gotta see these.
They're so cute. I love the cheese bow. Gets me every time. So I got those. And then I did purchase one other pair of ears. And these are from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. That's where I got these. These are Loungefly ears. It has like a pirate there in the middle. And these are just like sparkly gold. And I purchased these. These were $44.99. And I purchased these because we are embarking on a Disney cruise coming up here. And I wanted these for Pirate Night. On our first Disney cruise, we didn't get dressed for Pirate Night, and I want to this time. So I was like, oh, these would be perfect for Pirate Night. Yeah. So that's part of the reason why I purchased these.
There you go.
To go with my costume.
I like them. From a distance, they appear to be Tower of Terror. I think that's why I like the color.
This might have been your favorite purchase of the trip.
Yes. So there was a merch drop of Tomorrowland items. Like it happened while we were there, and I knew I wanted to see it. Tomorrowland. Showed it in the vlog, but I had to get it. I got the hoodie. So the Tomorrowland hoodie, and it has Space Mountain, and then on the sleeve it has the monorail. What's it have on this sleeve? It has Astro Orbiter on this sleeve, and then on the back you got them all right there. It even has Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe. It even has the Tron Light Cycles. Really like it. Everyone's wearing Mickey ears. It's just so retro. It says Magic Kingdom, and it's the softest hoodie. I love the colors and the feel.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of a light hoodie.
Yeah, $59.99, but I really like the hoodies. I wear hoodies a lot, so it just made sense. And I just love this one. The colors and the feel and what's on it. It was like, sold. Back to the magnet game. Picked up the Animal Kingdom Lodge magnet. Jill mentioned that this one reminds her of the big carpet, you know, as you enter in before like the sliding doors. And I said, oh my God, it does. So it's a great magnet. We'll add to the collection. And it was $12.99. Really love this resort. Really love it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, so we've done Kidani and now Jambo. You can't go wrong either way. We just really love Jambo.
Yeah.
The pool. I love Kidani's pool too. I don't know. It's really hard.
So that was all the merchandise we purchased from Walt Disney World proper. We then did take some time to explore their character warehouses and their outlets. So we went to two different ones. One of them was We were very successful and got a lot of different things, so we wanted to share those items with you as well.
Very overwhelming.
Yeah, but a lot of fun.
Yeah, very crowded, and if you get there at a certain time, you're going to be waiting to get in. They only allow so many people in at a time, and I can see why.
Yep.
I mean, you're pushed up against stuff in there. So the first day we went to, I guess, are they both Orlando Premium Outlets?
I think so.
The first one was known as the ones on Vineland, which I guess is the street, but.
Yeah, so they're both Disney's Character Warehouse. One of them is Disney's Character Warehouse Orlando, and one of them's Disney Character Warehouse, and I guess this is the one on Vine Street.
On Vineland.
Vineland.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is where we picked up the majority of items.
Yeah. So when we went there, the first thing that caught my eye was a mug. And it was a Mr. Toad mug. He is just the cutest.
She had her eye on this when we would go, and it was in the Emporium, and she got lucky that she found it at the outlet.
Yeah, I saw him for several trips. I kept seeing him, and I just, for some reason, I wanted it, but I didn't buy it. And so when I saw him hanging there with the other mugs, I grabbed it right away. His original price when he was at Walt Disney World was $24.99, and we were able to get him at the outlets for $9.99.
Yeah. So if you don't know, the character outlet, the character warehouse, that's Disney's, that's basically where they push all the stuff that is overflow from the parks.
Yep.
And the resorts. Stuff that doesn't sell or stuff that's left over from holidays and festivals all goes there, and they reduce the prices really, really big time.
Heavily, yeah.
We've always seen videos of people going there, and we're like, that's so cool. And there was one around us, but it would be Disneyland stuff. And they said, no, all the Walt Disney World stuff goes to the 2 outlets in Florida. So we finally got to do it.
Yeah.
But it's really cool, and it changes like every couple days on what you're going to find in there. So, you know, this is what we found when we were there, and I'm sure it's a whole different setup in there now on what gets sent in or shipped in, and
and what's available.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the first item we got.
Yeah. My eye went to this item. The Cake Castle keychain. It's just so cool. And it says it was the red pricing, whichever that would have been, $10.99, $11.99, but we got it for $2.99.
Yeah, you
so
can't beat
it's
that.
Yeah, love it. They had mints for 99 cents, a tin of mints, and now I see why. It's the 50th.
50th, yeah.
So I don't know how much they were when they were in the park, but I'm sure it was a couple bucks, but now they're 99 cents. And they just had like boxes of them.
Oh, yeah.
Boxes of them, yeah.
They had a lot of that.
Yeah.
Some things, yeah, it just depends on how much they have.
Yeah.
This I picked up, and it is a Remy's Ratatouille, like wooden spoon. It has Remy there, and it's just something like a cooking utensil you can use. I think I'm gonna hang this in the kitchen though. Its original price when it was at the parks was $16.99. And we were able to pick it up for $7.99. So, just a cute little thing to have hanging in the kitchen.
Yeah, I like it. It says Remy's Ratatouille Adventure.
Yep.
So this was probably in the France, you know, that little gift shop.
Well, actually,
some of the stuff is still in the parks.
Right.
That is now in the outlet. Yeah. So you gotta be careful because
you might be able to go down the street and get it for half the price.
Yeah.
But we did, when we went into the France Pavilion where I actually got the Remy Ears, I did say to you, where's all the Remy stuff? Because they had a lot of things from Disneyland Paris in there. And they obviously had some Remy things, but that's like the one section of the store used to be filled with all this like Remy's Ratatouille Adventure merchandise and shirts and everything. And now I know where it went.
Yeah, it's all at the outlet.
Yeah.
So there you go. So Jill perused all the racks of clothes, and there was a lot of great stuff. I mean, they had Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party 2023 t-shirts, which we were there for.
Yep.
And they had so many of those shirts, and they were all $2.99.
Crazy.
Which would have been $34.99 when they were at the party. I could have gotten one. I just didn't like the way they felt, and they looked very, very wrinkled. Like it'd be hard to get the wrinkles out. So
yeah,
even at $2.99, I was like, no. But Jill found a Castaway key. Yeah, with the Mickey silhouette of a Mickey on a surfboard, and she got a tank top. She found it for me, and it was $9.99. Originally $29.99.
Yeah.
So $20 off. And I like to wear tank tops, and why not, right?
Yep.
We've been there, and we'll be going back again on our next cruise. So
I thought it was a good find.
yeah, why not stock up on some of the stuff that we're going to use at a discounted price?
Right. I picked up this shirt, and I remember seeing this in the park, but it was so heavily discounted that I got it at the outlet, and it's one of the 50th shirts. Pretty simple here in the front. It just has Minnie in front of the castle, and it says Walt Disney World, and then the back says the most magical celebration and Walt Disney World 50th, and it has Minnie there, and it's a t-shirt. It's very, very soft.
Yeah, really soft.
And we were there for the 50th multiple times, so.
Same deal. That one was
36.
This one was $36.99. She got it for $9.99.
Yeah, so really good deal.
Yeah.
And it is very soft material.
Mm-hmm. Jill, in her travels, found me another shirt.
I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, our next cruise is going to be on the Disney Fantasy, and she found a Disney Fantasy t-shirt.
So awesome.
And it's the
it's the exact trip we're doing.
yeah, all those places.
This is where we're going. So I was like, you have to get that. It was perfect.
And it was $7.99 when originally it was $24.99. So just cool. You'll find cruise line stuff in there too.
Yeah.
But it made sense. We're going to be going on that ship, and we're going to be doing that itinerary. It's like it was meant to be.
Yeah. I saw not too many, but I saw a couple of those, and then some Disney Dream. The other fantasy shirts had a different like itinerary, and then I saw some Disney Dream shirts similar to that with their itinerary. So I thought those shirts are really cool.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever seen them, so
yeah.
I really liked it a lot. And then this is Mike's big purchase from the Character Warehouse on Vineland.
This item was in the parks, in the Haunted Mansion, Memento Mori. I tried it on. I think I was getting a look from you when I said I wanted to get it.
Probably.
It was $69.99 when it was there. And lo and behold, I found it for $29.99 at the outlet. And there was only one size. There was only 3 of these, and one of them was the size I needed. This very well could be the one I tried on in the park. Who knows? But it's the Haunted Mansion suit coat. How cool is that? $40 off. Love it. And I'm sure it glows in the dark. But it's that awesome print on it. Yeah, it's $69.99, and it was marked at $29.99.
It's like the wallpaper.
Yeah, the wallpaper.
It's really cool.
I love this. It'll be perfect. I'm big on Halloween, big on decorating for Halloween.
Yeah.
This will make, I'll be wearing this outside on Halloween night for the decorating and all that, and the trick-or-treating. I had to have it. It was like, wow, I can't believe that these even made it to the outlets.
Yeah.
But I literally tried it on and wanted to buy it when it was in Disney World, and that was well over a year ago. So there you go, I found it.
Meant to be.
Yeah.
And then when we went to the other Character Warehouse on the way home, we just picked up 2 items. You picked up this item.
There's a 4th magnet, I forgot. I wanted this when we were at Walt Disney World before, and I said, I'll wait till we get to Haunted Mansion to buy it, and they didn't have it. And we never saw it again. It's the door knocker that you see in the ride. It's a magnet, and you'll see it. It's moving in the ride. And it was $1.99. So it was teal, so I don't know, maybe $9.99 when it was in the park. But $1.99.
I got this. And we did attend this. This was from the Halloween party in 2023. And it's the spirit jersey for the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular.
Spelltacular.
Spelltacular.
Yeah.
Spelltacular.
I think we called it the wrong name the whole time we were filming it then.
Oops. So it's all black, but it's glittery. And it says it right there, and it says Magic Kingdom 2023. And then the back has the Sanderson sisters, and it says Hocus Pocus.
This one glows in the dark too.
Oh, some of the lettering.
Yeah.
And this, I don't know. Oh, it does. It has the original price. It was $79.99, and I got it for $12.99. So I was like, we were there. I had to have it. I love it for like Halloween, and you know, I'm into the spirit jerseys, so
yeah,
it was a really cool find.
Halloween for us, yeah, Halloween for us is a big thing. So
yeah, it's big around here.
Plus, we try to go to the Halloween party each year. So like even this and that, like now we have something to wear. Or say we ever do a Halloween on the high seas cruise, Disney Cruise Line, like we have a use for these items. It's not like they're one and dones. I have a feeling that anything that's date stamped, like that has 2023, like those are the items that get discounted more, you know.
Because they try to get rid of it.
Yeah. Two great experiences. We like the Vineland one better. It might just be because that's the one we went to first.
Right.
Seemed bigger to us. Jill has also read that. What did you read? People do better at that one?
Yeah, I have heard that people do find, you know, a little bit better merchandise at the Vineland. There were a couple things that I saw at the smaller one, at the Orlando one, that they also had at Vineland. But Vineland is just bigger. It seems to be more, like at Orlando, we didn't have to wait in a line to get in. Like you can just walk in and out. And
they didn't have anything that looked like it would be, yeah, there wasn't anything that needed to be set up, where Vineland, it was already like the queue. Yeah. So
even though we were first in line, we waited outside till someone let us in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how that works or why it's that way, but just seems to be the way it is.
That was the merch haul for this 2024 Easter trip. Really good time, and we enjoy watching when other people showcase what they bought on their trips, so that's why we do this for anyone that wants to watch. It's really fun. Our next trip will be coming up soon enough. We will be, as we said, going on the Disney Fantasy on a Western Caribbean.
We're doing a seven night Western Caribbean cruise.
Yeah. So keep an eye out for those vlogs. That'll be in the summer. But for now, this is all we have. And we really enjoyed the trip, and we really enjoyed making the videos. So we'll see you on the next adventure.
See you then. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.